I find the show just seems to get like more intense and more high stakes each episode. Thank you. I'm endlessly impressed with what the crew manages to do in 9 days. The quality of the show. I mean, it's like a summer blockbuster movie every week. I find that I'm so impressed. Each episode, as we keep moving towards the season finale, it just keeps getting more and more intense. One of my favorite things about the show is Hiro's character Takahaya and his wife Kyoko, who are now on board the ship, and the show raises the question of, it poses the question of, is this villain really a villain? It's not so black and white. You feel for the guy. You understand where he's coming from. And Sasha in particular, because she speaks Japanese, develops a relationship with his wife and understands where they're coming from. I find that really interesting. It's not just like a big bad villain up in a tower. He's with us, and that really comes to a head throughout the course of the season.
Are you suggesting that Sasha sort of not necessarily sides with them, but finds empathy in
not just Sasha
in their situation?
Yeah, it's. If you remember, she's pregnant and not well. So there's a human. That's my favorite thing about the show is the human aspects of this real humanity in these characters, because they're not. These aren't people to run away from danger. All the characters on this show are going to run towards it. They're going to fight. And so in those rare moments of humanity, and they're not often on the show, but when they are, my God, they're so powerful. They really ring true, because these aren't characters that sit and talk about their feelings and emotions and, oh, that made me feel sad when that's not what this show does, So I personally really enjoy those. I mean, just as much as I enjoy the action and the high intensity of the show. But yes, we grow to understand where those characters are coming from, which I think is really great writing.
Sasha has been a mysterious character with her background and her current situation. Is there a side of her that we haven't seen that's going to come out?
I actually didn't find her that mysterious when I joined. I found that the fans' response to it really fascinating, because I found her to be really straightforward. But I understand where they're coming from. This is a violent, scary world where people aren't who they say they are. So I understand where the fans are coming from, but I personally believe that everything Sasha does is in line with the values of the crew of Nathan James.